Welcome to Moonlight Madness. This is a reading for the star sign of Libra. Sun, Moon, Rising, November 2021. Now, the cards I'm using are by Doreen and Radley Valentine, called the Fairy Tarot cards. They're of significance for me because when I was a kid, my mother used to nickname me Fairy Ann, or Airy Fairy, or Off with the Fairies. So this is why I bought the deck, Fairy Ann. My name's Kelly Ann, but that's why. That's a bit of the background. So I just wanted to pull out. Okay, all right then. You can see that quite clearly. This is Libra being a hermit. So Libra is acting more like a Virgo today. Hermit mode is downtime, reflection. It's about only letting select people into your circle, because your circle may have gotten out of proportion to how many people you would like to entertain on any given day. And only a certain amount of people will get to know your innermost thoughts, Libra, because you like to, there you are, came up in the reading, you like to remain secretive about things that you hold dear or that really hurt you. You're not a sort of person that would go advertising their dirty laundry. Libras like to keep a balanced house. They like to keep everyone happy. They're the peacemakers, the arbitrators. The King of Swords represents the Libra, Aquarius and Gemini energy. Aquarius being the oldest of the air signs. And then it's the Gemini's the baby. So I guess the Libra's a teenager. And they are excellent speakers. They can be Toastmasters, they can be radio hosts, they can be good at speaking up for causes. They much rather have the company of their books and the owl than people sometimes, because they find that books don't talk back. Owls will just listen. So maybe they're going to contact you today if you are an air sign. If you happen to be an Aquarian or a Libra or a Gemini, they're going to contact you because they want to get some wise advice. As the owl is the wise, all-knowing owl that sits and doesn't judge and just listens. Apparently in Winnie the Pooh, the owl represents the narcissist. Scary. Okay. Maybe your ego is getting the better of you, or maybe the vices are getting the better of you. It's saying something about placing too much importance on material items. So you're too worried about looking a certain way or having a certain look or a certain wardrobe or a certain bedroom to reflect your thoughts. But it's not about surface value. And sometimes your ego gets in the way of speaking your truth, speaking how you feel about someone you care about deeply. Maybe you don't want to be the first one to call. You want them to call because that would mean that they care less and you... That would mean that you care less and they care more. But that's the ego. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not jealous. And it's not proud. So addictions may be ruling your life at the moment. Maybe you're going through a period in your life where things are very stressful and certain lifestyle habits are putting you or railroading you off your chosen track. And this can also lead to procrastination in order to get things done on a certain time frame, which is, when you're working or when you're doing a study, it has to be on their time frame, not yours. And who you've got around you is a cup sign. This is the Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. A parental figure, a father figure who looks out for you, who looks over you, who is involved in the arts, who likes to dabble in fine arts. Maybe they draw, they paint, maybe they like music, but they like things that are creative. They're a creative mind. And what's the old saying? The rivers run deep. Surface value is not there. They're not surface. They're very deep and they're very intense with how they speak and how they, I guess, are quite blunt. I guess very similar. Pisces is very similar to Aquarian energy. They're blunt and to the point because it comes from a place of empathy, but also from a place of concern. Aquarians are very blunt and discerning. so can the intense Scorpio be blunt and discerning. So, you know, they're very similar. I guess that's why Scorpios tend to gravitate towards Aquarians, because they're similar in a lot of levels. You might have a Scorpio moon and you're a Libra. Or you may have someone around you who's an air sign with a Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer moon. And both of them could be parents or act as a parent role. It says you need to talk kindly of your family even though they annoy you. You've got to be aware that they're still your family, and only you can speak badly of them, but you don't let anyone else speak badly of them, if that makes sense. It's only you that can speak badly because you're the child. And yeah, it's only to a select few that you air these grievances. Then you've got around you someone who's a fire sign. This is Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And so this person is a marketing guru. She may like to manage a small team of foot soldiers underneath her and still manage to organise a birthday party and next week's dinner. She's got lists and plans and marketing ideas and strategies, and always strategizing. So they're passionate about their causes. They'll stand up for the underdog. They're great. They'll help you maintain a balance between work and home life. And they're brilliant, and they're really good friends, and they'll always be there. They'll be a very loyal friend, and they will make sure you feel at home because they're passionate about what you're passionate about. So that's someone around you who can help you during this time in your life, Libra. They may not always agree with you. They may agree to disagree, but they'll always have your back. And this is saying you've taken on too many things. So we've got 10 fires we're trying to put out here. It's 10 fires, 10 of fire, 10 of wands. You may have 10 things, 10 projects you're currently working on, and you feel bogged down by it because you've got too many responsibilities. You're trying to carry all this firewood on your back, and you can only carry so much. And if you're a feminine, you may still want to prove everyone wrong by saying, I can still do it even though I'm a female. I can still carry 20 to 30 kilos. You probably can. But in saying that, do you really want to? Competition is fierce for certain roles, and maybe they base things on gender, but they shouldn't, because females can have a lot of testosterone and they bulk up quicker and they get muscle tone quicker. I would have that problem. So you can have that tendency to be able to lift things because you're strong. That's just your natural genetic makeup. You can't really judge someone on a basis of a job because they're of their gender, because now gender is so fluid. People can present as male and actually quite female in their strengths. So it goes both ways. You can't discriminate. Everyone's an individual. Ooh, okay, so there's your protector around you. You have a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo around you, who is either male or female, is very particular, very to the point, crosses the T's, dots the I's, and they are your protector, and they will always protect you from anyone who's trying to say bad things about you or harm you or belittle you or make you feel small, because they are your number one cheerleader and champion. They champion you along, they buoy you along, and they're always there when you need someone to talk to if life has been harsh. And they're sitting on that leaf, moving slowly across the water. They're not in any grand hurry. They're just doing it at their own pace, their pace, not yours. Okay, and then we have, for the crystals that I've also bought, for the significator, I bought the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette-Baron-Reid. And so for ego, that would to me be too much ego, too much pride. And again, proud, that sounds more like a Leo energy. So I'm putting the Eye of the Tiger, Tiger's Eye, all from Rainbow Runner. Okay. And then we've got no intuitive cards today, but we have air. And air, to me, air signs tend to gravitate towards, which I've spilled a bit of incense on, amethyst. Amethyst is very good for Aquarians, Libras, Geminis, to call upon their intuition when they can't find the answers themselves. You need to sometimes go within to find those answers. sometimes this time of the year people get very stressed because we've only got X amount of weeks for Christmas and place unnecessary stresses on ourselves. This is something that everyone does that I talk to coming up to Christmas. Everything's gone fast forward because now we only have a certain amount of time to get Christmas presents, and if you're buying like things like swimming passes to the pool, a yearly pass is now, apparently you've lost 7 months of it. I think they're going to alter that at the swimming pools. So it will be a reduced rate. And if you're a stress head like most Aquarians, Gemini and Libra are, you may need to look at doing things that are less, that are stress reducive but reductive, but do things that are not like running or, I don't know, bike riding. You need to do something more gentle like Tai Chi, yoga, weights, things like that for breath work if you find that you are anxious about a certain situation or a certain set of circumstances you find yourself currently in. And you want harmony and balance. You're not someone who likes to be in the middle of a crossfire. You just like everyone to get along. Balance and namaste is very important to the Libra. You are ruled by the sign of Venus, so Taurus also gets along very well with the Libra. Oh, I've got 2 cards that wanted to come out. There's a new life, new beginnings, and I got not for you. So the not for you, 6. Something about vaccination I got for one Libra in particular. Here they said, do they have their passport vaccination? It's crucial they have it for a job or a place of work. So I got that this morning for someone specific. The other one was, is their skills transferable? Can we use these skills on another platform, another planet? If you were to move people to a distant planet to do work on biology, chemistry, the sciences, could we use that person on that trip to another planet to start a new life, perhaps, like new beginnings, new life, start a new colony, like they're talking about moving to Mars one day. A clear knowing that something is being denied you. Rejection is God's protection. There are times when it appears that no matter how deeply you desire something, no matter how hard you work at something, the result you seek always seems to elude you. It's as if you don't really want to be in the game, and you feel you're watching from the sidelines. The appearance of this card indicates you are not going to attain what you want right now, that indeed your dreams for that exact thing will not be fulfilled. This is a time to radically accept that not everything is available to you when you want it. Take heart, for there are benevolent forces who desire the best for you and have a much clearer image of what is good for your highest good. Something much better is coming your way. Some relationships carry an innate seed of failure in them. It is obvious from the beginning, but the red flags escape your observation, or you refuse to acknowledge the red flags. When a relationship is not meant to be, it is not possible to make it be. Rejection is a sign that you're being protected by the divine. If you are the one who must reject another, remember that you do so for both your sakes. For every pot there is a lid. This one may not be the right fit. Know when to fold your cards. And then you've got new life. So if you gamble, stop gambling. It's detrimental to your financial, emotional, and physical health, because you're risking your livelihood, you're risking your ability to pay rent, put food on the table. Yeah, no gambling. 39. If you do get a scratchy, it costs $1. That's nothing. Birth of new ideas. Growth, a breath of fresh air. Life renewing itself. When spring awakens the world, joy and excitement can be found all around and in the very core. Blossoms burst from trees overnight. Birds return home and sing their glorious song. And nature is full of promise. Miracles beckon all of us. This is one of those times in your life when new ideas inspire you and new opportunities bring you hope for seeing your dreams come true. All is well in your world and you have the energy you need to feel renewed. Allow your heart to fill with enthusiasm. Let your light shine, for this is a time for good fortune. New energy enters old relationships, and new relationships are bursting with the sweetness and vibrancy only encountered when winter gives way to spring. This is a time to connect with others and share excitement. passion and hearts full of joy. This card is a very auspicious sign with respect to love and partnerships in all forms. You have every reason to be optimistic right now as things are going to magically fall into place. New opportunities remind you that abundance is available to you. Delight in the bounty that begins to appear in surprising forms. Stay curious and know that your hopes and dreams are being fulfilled. It's as if a new life suddenly infuses your projects, work and creative ideas with a kind of electricity that crackles with exciting potential. Fortune is smiling on you. That's a really good reading, Libra. One of the best ones I've done for Libra for quite some time. So you've got the backing, you've got the support, and you have your COVID passport if you need to go to another country for a new life. Since you've got everything lined up, all your ducks are in a row. Time to springboard forward focus into a new era, a new life, a new way of life. That's all I have. Thanks, Libra.